Let me share. Okay, part 2, guys, for people watching this recording. Where is, okay. Sales essentials. Listen before you sell. Successful salespeople understand that listening is a critical part of selling. Do not let the pressure of trying to make a sale distract you from learning about your customer. Remember, this is a relationship building process. Listening enables you to understand the needs of others so you can offer a solution that helps them solve their challenge. No matter how persuasive you are or how confident you feel about the product, not everyone will be ready to buy right away. So don't ever take that personally. Marketing research indicates most sales happen between the 5th and the 12th contact. I feel like sometimes they might be more if you're selling with somebody that that maybe you don't have a connection with yet in terms of the trust yet. Like maybe it's somebody that you have just you're reconnected like for like years, you haven't talked to them in years, or it's a new acquaintance, or it's a referral. I feel like it's a little bit more, to be honest. So keep planting seeds and nurturing the relationships. You will often find that allowing a person to say no today will result in them saying yes in the future. Think about the day that somebody told you about essential oils. Did you sign up with a membership that same exact day when you found out about essential oils? If you didn't, you're probably like most of us. It took me a while. It took me almost 6 months until I ended up got my first enrollment kit. And then the person that actually introduced me to essential oils, she wasn't doing the business. She just loved it. It was kind of like I heard it, but I didn't really hear it until I needed it. So that might be for some people that you come across. So don't ever take that personally. Okay. Listen to what your customer is saying and be respectful, whether they are interested in buying a product or not. Okay. So lead with listening. Consider asking questions to guide their self-evaluations. So this one it's really good to ask them. So I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is the doTERRA Wellness Pyramid. It's always good to ask, where is their priorities, right? Maybe someone who feels like they want to eat better, but they don't. So then maybe you're offering supplements, right? Exercise, maybe they want to exercise more, but they have all these body pains. So you guys can think of the products that support that. Rest and managing stress is a huge one, right? Reducing toxic load. That's all household cleaning products, skincare, anything that goes into our body that's toxic. Informed self-care. So that one is knowing what solutions you have. Like if you get a boo-boo, a headache, or anything like that, are you informed enough with natural solutions to be able to care for that? Proactive medical care. So going less to the doctor. What do you have to do on a daily basis so that you're not going to the doctor all the time? You don't want to target all of this, so it's going to be very overwhelming. So just ask them, like, what is your top priorities? You guys always hear me that, right? When somebody's inviting them, if you guys invite someone to my class, I always ask, have you asked them what their top priorities are? Because I don't want to tell them the whole lifestyle if they're just like, I don't even know about essential oils. I'm curious about this one thing, right? So I'm going to listen to them and I'm going to start directing it to them about it. So I love one-on-ones because it's 100% all about them. Class is a little bit harder. Maybe you could reference like 1 or 2 oils or products, and then the rest you're referencing other people too, right? So it's a little bit harder. I love classes because you can bring a lot of people in one class. But to be honest, the more you do this, one-on-ones are always, it's going to have a higher closeout rate. That is true for me and for Ashley so far. It's because you customize everything. You literally hear them out. And they can picture how essential oils can benefit their life. So provide solutions. Selling doTERRA products offers hope at providing natural solutions to people's health challenges. These are people searching for exactly what you have to offer, and your job is to connect those people to solutions and help them see how their lives can improve. So reflecting, evaluate your past interactions with salespeople, and then answer the following questions. How do you feel when a salesperson does all the talking? Okay. And this is actually a beautiful thing, because what if we knew everything about essential oils, and we were just like, da, 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 da. We were just saying everything, right? And not really hearing them out. So technically, they don't want us to be a know-it-all, right? They just want us to know what they want to know. So and to use our resources. So even like, I don't have the answer right now, let me get back to you, is probably something that they're like, oh, I like that, right? Because the less we talk, the quality of our information is better than the quantity of our words, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, you don't have to talk a lot. If you are sharing about essential oils in the beginning, here's also another thing. You could be super passionate about essential oils, and you want to tell them everything you want to know. Is that, how would you feel if somebody told you everything they need to know about essential oils when you just wanted to learn about how can I relax at night, right? Are you servicing them or yourself? I feel like sometimes when we talk a lot, we also get insecure, because I do that sometimes, right? So I start blabbing a lot, not listening to that person, just because I want to fill in the gaps, right? But that's at a point now we're not even servicing them anymore. We're just talking to feel like we know everything, so we don't feel insecure that we don't know everything, right? So it's okay if you don't talk a lot in your classes, if you have a lot of pictures, and you're only targeting points that they want to hear. That's totally okay. That's actually probably most effective as well. How do you avoid talking too much so you can find out your customers' needs? Does anybody feel like when they have a one-on-one, or they're connecting or sharing, they are talking too much? Does anyone feel that way? I think I felt that way in the beginning, to be honest, because I had a high insecurity. And I wanted to just tell them everything so that they couldn't ask me something I didn't know. Maybe like they just like, oh, you said so much, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, I'm just going to be quiet now, right? Sometimes when people talk a lot, you don't even want to talk anymore, right? So let's see, the chat button is going off. That's why I like to stay on task. I feel that way closing. Not sure if that one is that into what we're doing right now? Is that the same comments? I'll leave this open so I know when you guys are commenting. Okay. I know, hey, wait, Brittany says, let's go back to that because somebody might be able to relate to that. Brittany, when you said I feel that way with closing, which one were you commenting? Was it any of these two? Was it this one? Do you want to unmute yourself? You feel like talking when you close? Okay. It's okay to unmute yourself. How do you feel like you can avoid talking too much? And we can I'm sure we all have this experience, and this is all for us to grow together.
I definitely feel like before I took my strengths, I felt like I had to sell the starter kits. And so I was like, you really could benefit from this, that, and all the like starter kits, and this connects this with your health goal and all of this, instead of giving them like we talked before, the options. And so I used to like always just like spit everything out that I used to like literally list every oil and try to connect it with their health goals. So I guess like I found myself talking too much when I was like trying to close in that kind of way.
Yeah, we just want to be helpful, right? But another way is like we can't like, if we have a really good contact and they tell us 10 things that they want to work on, that's actually awesome, because I feel like most people are just gonna be like, I just want one thing. I'm open to one thing about Natural Solutions. But let's say you have that one contact who tells you a lot of like different challenges and goals that they have, and they want to use essential oils. You could always just say, what is your top 3, or what is most important to you right now, and then tackle that. because if they can get a solution for that one thing that they really, really is important to them, they're going to be more open to trying the other things out too anyway. So just focus on a few. I always say 3 is a good number, 3 different issues or goals. And then you can always tie it into products, but also a starter kit. That's the thing. I feel like if you only get one, it's too narrow, because no one just has one health goal. There's always a few more other things. Okay, let's see. So when you focus on your customers' needs, your ability to open them to the doTERRA increases. Become master at asking great questions. The more you understand them, the easier it is to find the solution that suits their needs. Okay, so use powerful language. So something that's less effective, you can say, if someone asks you, what do you do? I sell essential oils. But what if someone said, I help women become the best versions of themselves by using natural solutions to improve energy, sleep, and wellness. It's a little bit more broad. You can definitely say it in your own way, right? I don't know if I'm like, I help women. I actually have a lot of male customers, so that's not something I would say, to be honest. But I love saying I help people use more natural solutions to really, and then you can just improve energy, sleep, wellness, whatever it may be, right? Why many people sell essential oils. You're providing a complete wellness lifestyle, right? So true. Why can't I just buy essential oils from Whole Foods, from Amazon? They sell essential oils, right? So what's different, right? It's because you provide this service, a human experience service. Something that, who has been guilty of this? Because I have. You don't have to buy anything. You can take my class. You don't have to buy anything, right? But what's more effective? At the end of class, I'll show you how to get these oils into your home and help you pick out the best solution for your family. The worst thing they can say is, no, thank you, I'm not interested right now. The best thing is, yes, that's great. If you say you don't have to buy anything, they're like, okay. And they never have that. They have in their thought now, they don't have to buy anything. Maybe they're open to it, but they're just not. Introduce the opportunity to buy and leave it at that. My baby started crying. Let's see, I think I see Brittany's the only one who's on video. Brittany, can you read the other ones, please? Is that okay when I get my baby? Yeah, can you read it? It's okay. Okay.
Sorry, I'm dyslexic, so if I read it wrong. You would really be helping me out if you gave me the names of your friends. Or who do you know that I should be talking to? I know how you feel. Others feel the same way. Or I totally get it. Maria said pretty much the same thing. After understanding everything she can do with a natural solutions kit to help her family, she was excited to get started. Then let's book an appointment, or let's set up a time to visit for a few minutes.
Yeah, my baby is crying. Sorry, guys. Were you guys able to read that? Okay. So I'm going to kind of go through the most, because we're almost out of time. Yeah. I want to go over the connecting and the, sorry, guys. Connecting and inviting. someone volunteer to read this out loud? This is the connecting part.
I can read it. Let me just make it literal. Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. Wait, let me just make it bigger. So step 1, connect. Build authentic relationships with people everywhere you go. Get their contact information so you can continue building the friendship. doTERRA is a relationship business. Whether with an existing relationship or someone new, build trust in every interaction. Seek to change lives by sharing what you love, no matter where you are and who you are with. Is that it?
So connecting. Oh, you want a toilet? Okay. Oh gosh, guys. Okay. Here's step 2, and then I'm just gonna wrap it up with someone open to reading maybe just this part, this side. I'll be right back. Or you can read on your own, but I'll be right back in 1 minute.
I can read it. Reach out to the people on your names list or success tracker and invite them to attend a class or presentation. Great invitations are personalized, passionate, relay value, and show genuine care for the one you are inviting. As you discover what's most important to each person by taking a genuine interest in who they are and building connections about what they are experiencing, your invitation to come to a class will feel natural. Skill building. When talking on the phones, stand up, smile, and be enthusiastic, even though the other person cannot see you. This helps you feel confident, and they will hear the smile in your voice. Your objective at this stage is to contact the people on your list, not to make them buy. Don't try to sell products. Tell the class or one-on-one. Always have at least 2 classes or presentations on your calendar for invitees to choose between. Stay positive and don't worry about the outcome. People often say no several times before saying yes, so keep building the relationship. Some people will say yes, some will say no, and some will go either way depending on how you approach them. Take notes on what works for you.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so I read this already. The connect and invite. But one thing I really just want to highlight is connecting is super important, and connecting is just saying hi, like seeing how you're doing. Some tips I always like to share is if you're connecting with them through Instagram or your Facebook page, kind of stalk them, like kind of see what they've been up to lately and comment on it, compliment them on something or an event that if they just went on a vacation, like, oh my gosh, your pictures in, I don't know, in Australia looks so amazing. Which island did you go to? I mean, which city did you go to? Which beach did you go to? Asking a question at the end always invites them to want to respond. one thing you don't want to do is say, hi, how are you? It's been a while. Do you want to take a class? I teach about essential oils already, right? You're going to be like, that's spam. I'm not even going to respond at all, right? So connecting is just connecting, as if you don't even do the business. If you say, hi, how are you? That is not, I mean, it is a question, but if somebody randomly messaged you that is like you haven't talked to in a year or 10 years, and they just said, hey, Brittany, how are you? You can be like, what? I'm not gonna respond to that, right? So think about how you connect with people. What would make you respond back to a message that you got randomly, right? Do that, do more of that. And then bring up about oils, right? There's also a fine line where you don't want the conversation to keep going for like a whole week. You're talking every day throughout the day, or even every single day, and you're just like, I don't know how to bring up oils. Just bring it up. I would say, just like, if you are almost at the point where like I have nothing else to say, just like, hey, I'm just curious. That's like my key. Like if I really don't know how to bring it up naturally, you can just say, hey, I'm just curious. Have you heard of the doTERRA essential oils? Or whatever, right? Just bring it up. And what is it? You want to blow your nose? Okay, here. I'm here, guys. Hold on. Okay. Oops. You want to blow a nose? Okay. So this week, I personally emailed you guys about just like where you're at with summer launch, you know, and I really want to make sure I really support your goals. And most of you guys do want the 3,000 like PV added to your business, to your organization. Okay, I'm almost done, Mila. No thanks. Okay, we'll put this away right here. And so, okay. Sorry. What was I gonna say? Here. Where is it? Oh, I don't have the launch guide. I want to share with you guys what it takes to bring 3,000 into your organization. But this week, I would say just connect, and then invite. I was probably kind of really checking in to make sure you guys have your 100 names list and your schedule, because it's super important. That sets the tone of this launch program for you to really feel good and feel prepared to start connecting. Because once you start connecting, you know who to connect to. And then you also know what classes you have to invite them to. I feel like the challenging part is if you're ready to invite them to and you're like, oh, I don't have a class, so I'll wait it out, and then you forget about it. Or what if you say, are you interested in learning about essential oils? And they're like, yes. I'm like, and then you say, okay, I'll get back to you. I'll let you know when I have my classes, because I hadn't figured it out yet, right? It just delays back and forth. So I kind of like was just kindly pushing you guys to be like, make sure you have your class list ready and your names list, because it's going to really set you up for success. This week, here, let me share with you what it looks like to bring in 3,000 volume. Where is the launch guide? Okay, so the launch guide is here, and then where's it? Excuse me. Okay, it's right here. I'm gonna zoom it if I can. There you go. So success is scheduled, right? For the launch month, this is to bring in 3,000 PV, 15 enrollments, or about 200 PV. So that's if you are enrolling a Home Essentials, you're always there. If you do a natural solutions kit, you actually need less. Okay, so that is what it looks like. Here, preparing. So the 100th list is really here. You want to invite 45 people, and then most likely maybe 30 of them will come. That's if you are, I'll be honest, I can invite 45 people, 30 of them are not going to show up. So I know I need to invite more than 45 people. So this is just like a baseline, but I would say if you can invite like 80 people, 70 people, you'll probably get at least half of them to say, okay, I'll take a class. And then hopefully, most of them, maybe a few of them will actually show up. Like they'll actually show up, and not a lot of them like cancel last minute or bail. But if you can present to 30 people, you're in good shape. What is it? Oh, the cover? Okay. To enroll, you have to enroll 15 people and then support 3 builders. So this is not a business that you want to do by yourself. You totally can, but it's really about having other people do it with you too. So see who could be a good business partner for you and start inviting those people to your classes. This week, I think, sorry guys, she's had a long day. Okay. This week is, I'll check in with you during mentor calls. What's wrong, my love? She's really, sorry guys. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you guys with this. Know where you are at with your skills, okay? But the goal is to present 30 people, whether it's a one-on-one or get them to your classes this month. And we'll talk about it during mentor call, okay? Any of the questions or last minute comments? I know you guys can hear, sorry. She does. Okay. Yeah, we've been up since like 6 a.m. We were at the academy super early this morning. But okay, I'll touch base with you guys tomorrow. I have mentor calls with, I think, most of you. And we'll just talk about your goals, how to incrementally divide what you need to do to get to your goal. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for being this Thursday with me. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.